versus Daredevil. All right.
Yeah. So.
Oh no! Oh, what was the intro again? It was the blood.
How we do that?
Yeah, like. Can you do Daredevil's voice? What's an icon? We've been through this already.
Yeah, we did.
An iconic thing.
I mean, the most iconic thing I think is like from season 1 when he's like, "Not the man you think I am, detective," when
Not the man you think I am, detective.
Or when Fisk was talking to him, he was like, "You were right. Not everybody deserves a happy ending." But it's nothing really iconic that he says.
It's like if you walked up to the street and you said that to me, I'd be like, what do you, damn.
Mm. I mean, it's not like UFL the city or Run Berry Run or, I don't know, what does Spider-Man even say that's iconic? My Spidey sense is tingling.
Yeah, it'd be like a Spidey sense of tingling or just a neighborhood.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah, just a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Dang, Daredevil doesn't have one. This is dope, man. What's up, guys? I'm Kyle.
Phil, this is KMP's Comic World. Daredevil Season 3 finally came out. It's pretty dope.
When did it come out?
October 19th. Friday, October 19th.
So
it
was
was
like...
No, it was October 19th to 20th. Let me check. Which one of these days?
No, it was on Friday.
No, it was not this Friday.
No, I said it was on Friday.
Yeah, Friday, October 19th. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it was.
Yeah. Just keep it on your lap, bro. You don't look at it some more.
Yeah, so season 3 premiered. What's the day's date?
October 19th.
Yeah, that was a week ago or a week before that?
It was a week. That was a week ago.
Friday.
Yeah, last Friday at the time this video was made, which is today's the 27th.
Excuse me.
Calm down, bro. That's disrespectful.
I said excuse me.
Just saying, man. Who wants to be burped? Who wants burp in their ear?
They're watching.
So they want burp in their ear. Like a fetish or something.
Maybe.
I saw. Okay, I'll tell you about that later. But in this video, we're going to talk about how we feel about the season 3. And then we're also going to talk about its comic relation. Because we're comic world, comic in real life. That's your segue.
So I guess we'll start off with the comic origins that season 3 is based off of, and then head into our thoughts about season 3. So it is my belief.
Sweet.
It's my belief that season 3 was based off a comic arc from Daredevil back in 1986 called Born Again. In that story arc, Daredevil's life is pretty much torn apart by Wilson Fisk, and it kind of is as a result of Karen doing something she shouldn't be doing.
Like she does in the show.
So, at this time in the comic arc, Karen is no longer a secretary or an associate of Nelson Murdoch, attorneys at law. She's now a heroin addict who funds her addiction by
Prostitution.
no. She funds it by filming pornography. She's a pornographic actress at this point, and she shoots in Mexico. Yeah, she's no longer in New York.
Did you forget her name? Like her
Stage name?
stage name, yeah.
No, I did not.
Oh, it's alright.
Yeah, so she's doing that, and she becomes desperate enough for heroin that she reveals Daredevil's identity for a shot of heroin, a single shot. So, and that information finds its way to Wilson Fisk, who then decides to do what's necessary to get rid of Daredevil and tear his life apart. And he starts off by his connections with the IRS to get them to freeze Matt Murdock's accounts. And then he tries to have him framed for perjuring a witness in a trial to get him disbarred and start the process of destroying his life. He's in the process of getting disbarred, and his best friend and partner at his law firm, Foggy Nelson, represents him in this case and eventually prevents him from being disbarred and losing his job. I guess he still can't really practice law at this time, but he's not disbarred yet. And he kind of figures out that it's Fisk, and he goes to settle disputes with him, and he ends up getting his ass beat by Fisk. And when Fisk finds out that his plan actually didn't go as well as he wanted it to, he decides to go for the direct approach and blows up Matt's apartment, just firebombs it to dust. And he leaves his costume tattered to let him know that he knows that he's Daredevil. And that's basically the start of it. And I guess, the continuation is just Matt's spiral. Him kind of losing his sanity, losing his life, questioning his morals and everything. And he only has the support of his friends. Well, not really his friend, because Karen kind of betrayed him. And his mother, who he discovers is a nun at a nearby church. His mother, Maggie, has kind of been gone out of his life. Has been gone, I guess, not really been in his life since he was a kid. She left him as when he was a baby.
She was more so like next to his life. Yeah. Not willingly.
She was depressed after she had him, and she had thoughts of killing herself or killing him, so she felt she needed to leave before she did any harm. And that's when she turned to God and became a nun. And she's tried to make it right ever since. And that will kind of reflect in the season. So yeah, that's pretty much the story arc that they took it from. So you kind of get a feel for like what may happen in this season. We may have just revealed a lot of stuff, but hopefully you already knew that. Right.
Yeah, hopefully now that you're watching this video, you actually either heard about it or heard some stuff, or you've seen it. Mm-hmm. So otherwise we just spoiled like
a lot of stuff.
Yeah, maybe like 70% of season 3. But anyway, so the similar things, the things that did not happen in the comics that did happen in the season 3 was, number one, the heroin addiction was there, but she didn't sell Daredevil's secret. The way Fisk found out Daredevil's secret was trying to kill him, like how he did in the comic, and he saw how his reflexes were, and it was more deductive than like a random what would you call it? A random
Discovery.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
yeah, Discovery, I guess. And that's kind of what carried. That was kind of like the main goal of Fisk throughout the whole season was to not kill, but expose and ruin Daredevil's life because he felt that Daredevil exposed and ruined his life. So throughout the season, I would give the season probably a 9 out of 10. And the only thing I didn't really like was, okay, for the first time they gave Karen her spotlight, but like some of the stuff as far as Karen's actions, they really didn't like make sense. Like,
At all.
like she was, it didn't make sense in a good way. Like it didn't make sense because of not the character that she played, it just didn't make sense like in the plot really. It's just, she was just kind of like an extra. So it was Foggy kind of, but it was, this season was definitely based around Matt, and
sure.
then they brought in this episode of just Karen. It was kind of out of nowhere. Like it was like a, what do you call it? It was like a
Slash.
filler.
So
It was like a filler. Yeah, it was like a filler. So that's why I'm gonna give it a 9.
I mean, the episode before kind of pushed for an episode. You know, it didn't push for an episode of Karen's background, but
Like
it just
a segue.
Yeah, it was the ending of the episode before was like a little bit of a segue to where you could see them doing the episode, but it wasn't actually necessary for them to do it.
I felt like she could have got like half an episode, but not the whole episode.
I mean, she basically got half an episode.
I feel like that whole plot, everything else was like redundant.
Yeah.
Like after that, it was so redundant.
But Karen was stupid. She was completely stupid.
Yeah.
She exposed herself, put herself in danger for no reason. She basically did the Lois Lane thing. Yeah. Just stupid for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, and then and then she wonders why the stuff happens to her that did, and it's like you put yourself in that position.
Yeah.
It's like 13 Reasons Why.
It's entitlement.
It's like a 13 Reasons Why situation.
It's kind of like entitlement. Like it's like I have a set mindset of how I'm supposed to be. And now that I don't have it, I'm mad and I'm gonna go crazy instead of working through it. Like I think she probably learned from that, but she still does
Stupid
irrational stuff. Like it's really annoying.
So the lesson here is, don't be like Karen, or you'll die.
Needles aren't the world. So. But anyway, how would you rate?
Oh, I would give it like a 9.5, man. That season was, oh my god, it was so amazing from beginning to end. I mean, I guess the Karen episode kind of brought it down a little bit, but still, like, I mean, Matt's just, his whole vibe, like the way they made him so much darker and like he was doing what he needed to do. And then Wilson Fisk, he became the kingpin in the third season. Like, no question anymore. It's like, this guy, he's on top of it. Like, his whole vibe, his calculatory needs, like the way he planned, he had the whole plan ready. Like, even before season 3 came, he was ready to go. He was on that next level sadistic shit.
Yeah, you could tell that like he took a break on season 2, and he was like, this is his plan. And I feel like it pretty much went through until like he got distracted by his woman.
He was systematic every step of the way. He calculated how people would react. He knew how to get them in his pocket. That man was cold-blooded. Loved every minute of it. It was amazing. Guy was brutal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, best villain ever.
The only thing is, like, do you think if you haven't finished it, you should probably stop watching now. But do you think Bullseye would top Kingpin season 3?
I mean, skill-wise, yes. But, like, overall villain-wise, no.
Just like Bullseye, if this next season is centered around Bullseye, and is not even.
You mean season 4?
Yeah,
like,
season 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you think it's a possibility? And then how much of a possibility?
Honestly, I don't know. Like the way they made him, he seems like he's kind of in his own shit. You know, he's like too much in his own head to become like such a like a villain like Kingpin.
But it's going to be an issue for sure.
Yeah, he'll be an issue. Like, but he won't be like like he'll definitely get in his way, but it's not like he'll get in his way like Green Goblin gets in Spider-Man's way, or like Wilson Fisk gets in Daredevil's way.
You feel like he'll be like the equivalent of a rash on your arm, like something that's there but doesn't really stop.
I mean, he just doesn't have like the mindset or the follow through to become like such a serious issue. Not yet, anyways. Until like I still think he's battling his inner demons, and once he overcomes those demons, then yes, he can become a serious problem if he realizes his full potential as a villain. But as of right now, he's too much in his own stuff to become a if he concentrated enough, I'm pretty sure he could kill Matt if he wanted to. Like honestly, I think so.
I don't think you can kill Matt. Not easy.
Not easily, but he has a very good chance of killing him.
I say out of all the villains they introduced, he has the highest chance of killing Matt.
Yes. Yeah.
For sure. It'll be hard.
I mean, but Matt did take him down even when he had his suit. So.
Yeah, I'm saying like it really just depends on how superhuman they make Matt's senses. Because if Bullseye shoots a sniper from like 300 yards away, where Matt can't hear it, like then
he could hear the bullet whizzing. He might not hear it fire. I mean,
he'll hear it like once it's near, but I'm saying like is that enough time to react?
I mean, it depends, because Bullseye could possibly ricochet the bullet, and throw off where the bullet's coming from.
But then he can still like smell it and feel it on the skin. It's weird, but anyway, it's time to end it.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't watched Daredevil Season 3, you should definitely watch it. You should watch all the Marvel Netflix shows. Some of them have met their untimely demise.
Yeah.
And we'll go over that in another video. But, as always, remember, you're gonna battle.
You're gonna fight.
Alright. See you guys next time. If you have any suggestions for future videos, put them in the comment section below. And as always, please subscribe.